Hello, dear children. Welcome to today's general knowledge class. The discussion of the day covers chapter number 16, geographical renaming, and chapter number 17, foreign words in the English language. So let's get started. Look at page number 40, chapter number 16, geographical renaming. Geographical rename refers to the names of countries and cities where which are occasionally changed due to political or administrative reasons. Sometimes a place reverts to its previous name, such as after gaining independence or to honor a historical leader. Changes also occur if a country splits into two parts or if two parts join. The change can be a very minor one, like a change in spelling, or it can be an entirely different name altogether. Well known and recognized institutions often retain the original name to ensure name recognition. Now, you are going to fill in the names of the following places, followed by the options given in the help box. The options in the help box are Ethiopia, Iraq, Indonesia, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ho Chi Minh City, Iran, Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar, Taiwan. So let's start with the answer. Question number 1, Siam is the old name, which is a mainly Buddhist country, and its new name is Thailand. Number 2, East Indies, which was formerly colonized by the Dutch, is known as Indonesia. Number 3, Abyssinia is an ancient African kingdom in the Horn of Africa, and its new name is Ethiopia. Over to number 4, Persia, a West Asian country whose capital is Tehran, and its new name is Iran. Number 5, Mesopotamia, which is an oil-rich West Asian country, and its new name is Iraq. Number 6, Kampuchea has the world's largest temple complex, Angkor Wat, and its new name is Cambodia. Over to question number 7. Formosa is an island nation near China with a famous skyscraper called Taipei 101, and its new name is Taiwan. Number 9, Saigon, Vietnamese city which is renamed for a communist leader, named with a new name, Ho Chi Minh City. Over to question number 10, Zaire, that is one of the largest countries in Africa, and the new name is Democratic Republic of the Congo. So now let's switch over to page number 41. Now let's look at page number 41. You need to go through the following question. The following are named using the earlier names of Indian cities. These cities have been renamed since. Write their new names. Number 1, Banaras Hindu University. Prior to that, let's see the option given in the help box. Mysuru, Varanasi, Kollam, Mumbai, Chennai, Vadodara. Number 1, Banaras Hindu University is located in Varanasi. Number 2, Madras Plaid Church is located or is found in Chennai. Number 3, Bombay Stock Exchange is located in Mumbai. Number 4, Mysore Sandal Shop. Mysore Sandal Shop is in the city of Mysuru. Bank of Baroda, question number 5, is located in Barodara. Question number 6, Quillen Express that we can find passes through the city called Kollam. Number 2, a question where we find that we need to complete the equations to find out which countries have split up or joined together to get new names. Number 1, Tanganyika plus Zanzibar is equal to Tanzania. Number 2, you need to follow the options given in the help box: Slovakia, Georgia, Zanzibar, Zambia. Over to question number 2. Rhodesia, the old name, Zambia plus Zimbabwe. Number 3, Czechoslovakia is equal to Czech Republic plus Slovakia. And USSR, United States of Soviet Russia, is made out of Russia, Ukraine and Georgia. Worth learning thing that we find, the truthful fact: St. Petersburg in Russia was renamed Petrograd after the Russian Tsar Peter the Great. Then it was renamed Leningrad for Lenin, the leader of the revolution that overthrew the Tsars. In 1991, the city was renamed a third time and the original name St. Petersburg was restored to it. Well, let's look at page number 42, where we find chapter number 17. Right? So, foreign words in the English language. We find so many foreign words have been used in English language. In English, whatever words have been formed, some of the words have been derived from some other languages. Like mango has been derived from an Indian language that is called Malayalam manga, or some say mange. So likewise, so many other words, foreign words are there which are found in English. We usually borrow a pen from our classmate or a tool from our neighbor. But did you know that even words can be borrowed from other languages? English is no exception. Many words that are normally used in English come from other languages. The words that are borrowed can also reflect the other country's culture or food habits. Today, English is considered to be a global language, so people use it to communicate with each other throughout the world. Number 1, set of pictures. Hamburger, a meat-filled sandwich. Kindergarten, a class for young children. Glockenspiel, a percussion instrument. These are the German words. These are taken from the German words. German is the language of Germany. Number 2, set of pictures. Mosquito means small insect. Siesta, afternoon nap. Alligator, animal resembling a crocodile. These are taken from Spanish words. Third set of pictures. Cookie, a baked biscuit. Yacht, luxury sailing vessel. Golf, a sports plate on a grass course. These are taken from Dutch. Fourth set of pictures. Tete-tete, a private conversation. Chef means chief restaurant cook. A la carte, with dishes listed on a menu. So these are French words. Well, right now let us go through page number 43, where we find some foreign words used in the English language, like piccolo, macaroni, umbrella. Piccolo means a woodwind instrument. Macaroni means a kind of pasta. Umbrella, a circular device that protects from rain and sunlight. These are from Italian words. Next, sixth set of pictures. Wok, that means bowl shaped pan. Kung Fu means a martial arts form. Lychee, fruit of a tree, have been taken from Chinese words. Next, algebra, a branch of mathematics. Safari means adventurous journey. Kohl means dark cosmetic for the eyes, have been taken from Arabic words. Bonsai, art of growing miniature trees. Origami, art of paper folding. Sumo, form of wrestling. So these all words have been taken from Japanese. The language of Japan is Japanese. So let's know some of the truthful things. The next time you wish someone bon voyage before a trip, or bon appetit before a meal, or learn rules of etiquette, or choose a dessert after you have eaten French cuisine at a buffet, remember that you are already speaking some French. Now, last but not the least, at page number 44, you can have a glance. You need to fill in an English word of Indian origin to replace the underlined words. Number one, he is a learned person who is an expert in his field. Pandit. You can get the options from the help box. Number one, khaki, bungalow, pandit, choir, punch, pajamas, mangoes, and the last, dacoit. Number two, question is, at the party, she had a fruit drink with 5 ingredients, namely spirit or soda, sugar, lemon, water, and tea or spices. That is called punch. Number three, they used ropes made from fiber of the coconut husk to tie the bundles. That is called coir. Number four, the children loved to eat the sweet tropical fruit that is oblong in shape. That is mangoes. Number five, he wore a military uniform made of brownish heavy cotton cloth that is called khaki. Number six, she wore loose trousers made of lightweight material when going to sleep, that is pajamas. Number seven, he was a criminal who committed acts of robbery and murder. Acts of robbery and murder. And the answer is dacoit. Number 8, they lived in a one-story house with a veranda. That means bungalow. Okay. Now over to next question, where we find Latin words are commonly used in English in many fields such as law, medicine, and science. Now what you are going to do is match the Latin terms with their meetings. Is that clear to you? Yes. Right now let's start. Number one, etc. Etc. means G, that is and the rest. Answer number G. Question number 2, in toto. In toto means as a whole, that is option I. Number 3, vice versa. Vice versa means the positions being reversed. This is option D. Number 4, lingua franca. What do you mean by lingua franca? Lingua franca means a common language. Post-mortem. Post-mortem means after death. Number 6, ad hoc. Ad hoc means made or done for a particular purpose. Thereafter, prima facie. Okay? Prima facie. At first sight. Over to question number 8. Status quo. Status quo means the same state. Over to 9. Bona fide. Bona fide means genuine. Number 10. In absentia or in absentia, it means in their absence. That's all for today. Have a wonderful day ahead. Do write all the answers in your general knowledge book.